Okay, so now it's time to talk about grading for this course. This course has a total of 100 points for this class, and it's broken down into continuous milestones as well as a final exam. The final exam itself is going to be worth 40%, okay? And as it says there, it's actually on the 25th of November. It's one of the first exams that we offer to make sure that we can clear it out of all of the heavy lifting for students. Okay, after that, I mean, before that, actually, we have a midterm that's going to be worth 20%. This one is closed book, and this one is open book. Okay, so you can bring any material to the final exam that you want that is not digital or electronic in format. Okay, so you can print out whatever materials, borrow any textbooks, etc. for the final assessment. For both of these tests, they're going to be mostly based on MCQ or MRQ, so multiple choice or multiple response questions. So that means you'll get a bubble form of some sort. You'll have to take a number 2 pencil or HB pencil and fill in the dots. And then this is a way that we can get a lot of questions graded in a short period of time and give you feedback, hopefully in a very timely manner. Okay? Aside from this, you're going to have see, I'm gonna erase this stuff here. Okay, weekly assessments that we talked about that are going to be done through Google Colab and then pasted into Coursemology as an assessment. And then your machine learning project. So we'll talk about that in a separate set of videos. That is in total worth 30% of your grade. Okay, and then between myself and your participation in Coursemology and how your TA assesses your participation in tutorial, if you do attend, you'll have an extra 5% there. So we definitely encourage you to come to tutorial, although it is really optional. Okay, so this is another part that I need to cover with you. It's our academic honesty policy. It's actually really important. So I have to spend some time both in lecture, you're going to hear this again, as well as in this webcast. Okay, so collaboration is a really, really, really good thing. We want students to practice this because this is a core part of doing computer science and working together in the workforce. Okay, so you're encouraged to come and teach each other, but we need to make sure you're actually mastering the material, not just copying it from someone else. Okay, so copying is considered cheating, right? Because you haven't retained the material in your own head. So we need to make sure that you're doing things appropriately. So how do you draw the line between collaboration and cheating? It's actually very, very simple, okay? We are going to just use 2 specific rules to encourage people to do the right thing. And if you have any doubt, please read the university's honor code, which you can find on the web, okay? So we've got 2 rules. One of them is called the Pokemon Go rule. This is really simple, all right? So it says here, you are free to meet with fellow students and discuss assignments with them, but after you finish meeting with them, you have to destroy any notes, okay? So you may not take any written, electronic, or otherwise records away from the meeting, okay? So after the meeting, you have to engage in half an hour, okay, of any type of activity unrelated to the coursework. This can be like Facebooking, you could be going to play Pokemon Go, or you can watch other videos, etc. And this is to make sure that if you retain any information from your discussion, it's actually safely ensconced in your midterm memory, okay? So that's a good way of making sure that you actually know the material and that you can replicate it as needed on an exam, okay? The other part is dealing with, sorry. So the other part is dealing with the no sponge rule, okay? This means that in a project team, everyone has to contribute, okay? So that means there's 2 parts of this, okay? Everyone has to make sure that no one tolerates people who are not putting together any effort, okay? Being a sponge, and making sure that anyone who is putting a good faith effort is being recognized, okay? So even if you have team members who are unexperienced with machine learning, or you have a mix of different expertise, that everyone helps to contribute in some way to your project. If you follow these rules, then I'm sure we'll have no problem and we'll have a good time during class to make sure your projects are interesting, fun, and educational. Now, occasionally there will be late submissions because people are sick or have other valid excuses, but otherwise, our late submissions are set quite harshly to encourage people to be on time. Okay, because we want to release the ideal solutions or model solutions for people to look at. Many times they are not just a single solution, there may be many variants of that, but we need to be able to do that in a reasonable manner without needing to worry about people being too late. Okay, so very importantly, these are set to be quite severe to encourage students to turn in assignments on time. If you are too late, like say you can't get to it within a week, then you'll get 0 marks. Then it's better for you to just proceed and take the next assignment and do it. So I think that's all that we wanted to cover in this video. I look forward to working with all of you learners as we go through the course. If you've got any questions, just shoot us an email. We'll try to answer it as fast as we can. Thanks a lot. Cheers.